Truth, Money, and Freedom podcast.
Good morning. Welcome back to Truth, Money, and Freedom podcast. Today is Saturday, February 22nd, 2020. Hey, gang. I wanted to share this with you. Ron has been working so hard, Ron Calzone, with Missouri First. I got an email, it was roughly about 1:30 this morning, with the new witness forms, the House version of the witness forms for HB 1637. Once again, this is for the Missouri Second Amendment Preservation Act. For those of you who filled out the witness forms before for the Senate, it is almost exactly the same. It's real easy to do, and those of you who did it before, you'll get an email link directly from Ron, and then basically all of your information that you had previously filled out on your personal information will already be filled out for you. But this is actually really easy to accomplish. Once again, when you and you use the link down below, which is fine if you've never done this before, this information is already filled out for you. And so basically, first name, middle name, last name, home address, city, state, zip, home phone number, which is optional, and you're speaking for the bill. And Ron had pointed out there was 3 or 4 witness forms for the Senate that they had clicked against the bill, but down in the testimony they wrote a testimony for the bill. So be careful which one you click. I think those were accidents, but be sure to click on for. He presents them, and he does not change them. So he presents them as they were submitted to him. So click on for the bill if you're for the bill, against the bill if you're against the bill. That's simple. Organizational information doesn't apply unless you're representing an organization. Testimony is exactly the same as it was before, excepting for Ron has pre-filled some information out in case you don't want to type up a testimony why you're for or against the bill. However, I've always written in my own personal stuff. I took this out and put my own personal stuff in, I believe. And I just got it done when I woke up this morning. So, But at any rate, the only thing that's different this time is the House requires a digital signature. And so you just check this box right here. And then it says, I affirm that to the best of my knowledge, information, and belief that the oral and written testimony presented to this committee is true and correct, da-dee-da-dee-da. And then, once again, your email, if you so please, date of birth, which is optional, share the information with my rep, yes or no. And that's, once again, email address and phone number. You can click yes, no on these things right here. And as before, just click on the green numbers, and that way it proves you are not a bot on the internet filling out these forms, and then click submit. So that's as easy as it gets, gang. I want to say again, I can't understate the importance of these. These actually make a tremendous impact. So if you so please, these forms are available for all of us to fill out so we can give our testimony in case we can't be there for the hearing. It looks like the hearing is going to be on the 2nd of March, so we don't have a lot of time, and we'd like to get more of these for the House than we did for the Senate. And before I close out this video, I want to say again how historic all of this has been. And I do mean that literally. I choose that word deliberately. This is historic. Not only do we have just an incredible amount of support for this bill, but we have so many co-sponsors. We believe that there's never been as many co-sponsors for a single bill in the House, literally since the founding of the state, and I believe that would be 1821. I should have checked that before I said that, but I'm going and reaching in my memory banks. So this is historic on many levels, and everyone is watching this process. There's a lot of people involved. There's a lot of cogs in the machinery to get this to work. And I want to say thank you to everyone who's been making phone calls, sending emails, and doing witness forms. You guys are so incredibly important to this process. I can't understate that. But I also need to acknowledge Jared himself, Jared Taylor, the sponsor of the bill in the House, in the Missouri House. He has worked tirelessly to get this done. He has put an enormous amount of work into this. He has worked a lot of extra hours to see this through. But also so has Ron Calzone. Once again, he's not paid for this. There's no payment, for him. Everyone on the ground, boots on the ground, visiting with representatives and senators have made a tremendous impact as well. It takes all of us, gang, all of us to get stuff like this done. And you guys are just incredible. And I want to say thank you. All the effort that you have made is paying off. But we can't rest. We need to keep up the pressure. Phone calls, to senators and representatives are still quite helpful. And if you wanted to call directly to people who are involved right now in this process, Doug Libla is the chairman of the Transportation and Public Safety Committee in the Senate. And, phone calls to his office to say thank you for standing up for our rights. Please get this out of the committee so we can get it onto the floor. And then also it'd be Dean Plocher, who is the committee chairman of General Laws on the House side, and it's in his committee. And so phone calls to him would be quite helpful as well. I'll put their names and telephone numbers down below. Please do fill out this witness form. Please continue to support this effort. Phone calls and emails continue to be extremely helpful. We cannot rest, folks. We cannot rest. We are ahead of schedule from last year, but we cannot rest on our laurels. We need to keep pushing forward with this. And remember now, the entire United States is watching this process. Everyone in the U.S. that has the Second Amendment Preservation Act, there's 9 states total now. The map, basically is growing. And this is a true testament to liberty and people who are seeking to get rid of the federal government, pardon me, for all things Second Amendment. This is nullification, folks. This is a way to actually tell the federal government, we don't want your laws about the Second Amendment anymore. So keep that in mind as we go forward in this process. Thank you once again for spending a few moments of your day with Truth, Money, and Freedom podcast. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys all have a wonderful day. May God bless you all.